found it strange how the doorman has 2 doors, but the Baroness should probably have more than that. Well, we fixed it. We gave Joechuck, the most recognizable doorman in Deadlock, 15 sets of doors that last for ages. Is that gonna be enough for him to defeat 6 initiates? Let's hope the doors don't cause weird stuff to happen. Eternus versus Initiate, but we gave the doorman infinite doors. It is Joechuck here. Joechuck is well known for his doorery, and he is entertaining us today as he's gonna go against 6 initiates, and he has been granted 15 doors to use as he pleases, and those doors are not just any doors. Those are doors with like 100-second duration. They're gonna last for a while, and they're gonna let him have so much more maneuverability around the map than a normal doorman could. Hello, Joechuck. How are we feeling about this game? Do you think you'll beat the 6 initiates?
I'm gonna try. I'll see.
You'll see. Okay, that sounded very confident, guys. I do have Transparent here. Transparent is a caster in training, and he'll be joining us for today. Hello, Transparent. What are you thinking about this one?
I'm thinking that we already see Joe setting up so many doors across there. It is cleanup on aisle everywhere. As it's just the fact that you've got to traverse between all 3 lanes as one doorman means that there's so many minions to soak, so many souls to get, and so many initiates to take care of.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be your very big problem. And every time we do like this sort of game where there's 6 initiates versus 6 people against 1 Eternus, there's like this big problem that the Eternus has to tend to 3 lanes at the same time. We're hoping that these doors are going to fix some things and are going to make his life a little bit easier. We're going to have to see about that one. But yeah, I mean, like, you've recreated the Monsters, Inc. factory here. Are you a big fan of the movie, Joe?
Sure.
So how do I refer to you? Joechuck, Joechuck? What do you prefer?
Either is fine.
Either is fine.
The question is, Joe, are you the monster or are they the monsters that you're scared of here?
That is a question.
That is a very good question.
Sorry,
I mean,
I'm focusing. I'm trying to get to every lane.
what, are we distracting you? No, that would never happen in this format. But yeah, Joe is here, and I mean, this is gonna be really big for you. You're already at 6.9k souls, so you're like 3 times the souls of any one of the initiates, where these initiates are pushing waves. Are you afraid that you're gonna run out of doors at some point? Actually, I don't know what the cooldown on those doors was.
Though.
You have rapid? You
more
think
doors even.
Okay, good. You're gonna be good.
Oh.
Anyhow, the initiates are getting those early guardians. I think it's gonna be a bit difficult for you to hold this line. We're gonna see how the initiates are gonna fare, but you should be able to 1v1 them. Why are you not going for kills? Why are you just like creating more doors?
I'm trying to get every wave.
Like, it's just a beautiful tapestry of doors across the minimap right now. That's all we want to see, is just more doors. If there's a solid white line, then we know that this has been successful.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta make sure, though, that you're sliding through those, because one does not simply walk into more doors. So you need to slide through the doors, okay? Just making sure. I don't know if we covered the rules with you before the game.
I mean, we're 4 minutes in. It's time to get that walker, get that pressure going on. Everyone knows that's how a normal game of Deadlock goes.
Yeah, normal game of Deadlock. You go for the 50 door rush. Rapid recharge 50 door rush into...
I mean, shopping right now is proving to be a hard time thing, especially as these Guardians are already taken out. When are you going to find time to buy your items? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, like, if you're doorman, you can just put a door to base, right? Theoretically. What kind of items are you looking for, Joe?
I'm gonna get Spellbreaker. I'm gonna stack debuff resist.
Mm-hmm. And Spellbreaker, debuff resist, basically survival items. Have you thought about stuff like Siphon Bullets or even like Ricochet, just so you can deal with swarms of Initiate more easily?
I'm gonna go Reverb and Witchmail.
Oh, you're going like Spirit. Oh,
Ooh.
Interesting. Big ult coming here. Only does like 600 damage worth of damage. And I think you're going to be able to get out just fine. Yeah, these Initiates cannot kill you in a 2v1. I bet you could like 2v1 them easily. You're 3 times their souls. You're...
I mean, interestingly as well, they've all gone for Goose Egg. You know, every single one of them has gone, you know what, we don't need damage early game. We're just going to try and get some buffs, I guess. Maybe that's the way of getting some soul economy in the late game.
But yeah, for now, it seems like the Initiates just have too much advantage across the map. They're just pushing the walkers. The doors are not proving to be enough for you to be able to stop all problem. Unless you, of course, Baroness this talent. I'm curious to see what's going to happen here.
First ulti coming out of the door, not quite in range just yet, but it's still there for to go right into the base. But the great talent doesn't go through. Where have they ended up? Oh no, they are in base.
Oh my god, they're stuck!
in the
They're
wall.
stuck in the wall! They're stuck in the
Oh
wall!
my god.
Okay, he's unsticking, he's unsticking. Rip!
That is
Rip
gonna
door
happen a lot,
placement.
probably.
I
There's so many doors. Who knows where they go?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure if Joe has time though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he
Barely has
seems-
time to buy items.
Yeah, he seems really busy. Like, he's clearly doing a double shift here. Sorry, transparent. Jonas left the quantum emulsifier on, which caused the desnapping. We doubled the amount of initiates. And we created an
Oh,
evil
no.
clone. I'm really sorry, Joe. We can restart the event, unless your evil clone wants to also play.
You want blue in a sec?
Yeah, you're already strategizing with your evil clone? Hello, Joe's evil clone. What do you think about the situation in the game right now?
I'm a little worried about all their guardians being up, full HP.
You're
But I'm hoping,
gonna
I'm
solve
hoping we
that.
can turn it around.
You're gonna solve
I
it
am
with the
trying to
glass
solve
cannon.
that, I think.
Anyhow, I want to see how the strategy is going to be with 2 doormans now. So I think that you're going to have like double the doors. I don't know how much that's going to matter, but I think you're going to be a little bit more aggressive. I think you're allowed to now. So are you going to try and be in 2 different lanes, or are you going to be in 1 lane at a time?
Probably split. We're gonna lose the walkers.
I mean, you're losing base right now. One of the 2 metas is just going in.
Oh, it's a little door all the way back to base as well here for the doorman, halfway across the map. Silver is just traversing everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You might want to deal with this meta. She's incredibly ambitious. It's working for her. Okay, I see a doorman to the rescue. He's gonna clean the riffraff from the Baroness. Is that gonna be enough?
Look at that.
No,
Those
that
bats
actually
just
was-
tickle.
I don't think they tickle. I think they did like half damage. There were 2 metas there. That would have been a dead doorman. But yeah, no. First death, first glass cannon stack. The doorman from the sister location might clean up this game just yet, you know? In the meantime, we do see that one of the 2 doormen has opted to just go and clean the guardians out. So what's the strategy? 1 defends the base, 1 goes and cleans guardians?
Yeah, I don't know if we strategize that hard.
Yeah.
I think I was a lot more worried about like where to put doors, but this is definitely pretty overwhelming.
Hey, given that you're doorman, you have like door expertise, I assume, right?
Yeah, I do have a little bit of door expertise.
Yeah, sorry. Can you answer me this question then? When is a door not a door?
When it's a jar, right?
Wow, like 2 doormen. The doormans don't even know it, and we have transparent here who knows it. God
Look,
damn
I've got
it.
your back. I've got your back. We're here for the
Thank
jokes.
you.
They're here for the doors.
Thank you. I do love increasing sycophancy, I think I want to call it. Anyhow, we do see this big door strategy, but the Mo comes in with a very, very big ult here. Are you going to be able to survive? Okay, you go into a door that has
Straight to base.
straight to base.
In trouble? Nope, straight to base. Always have a door. Always have an exit plan, you know? That's the key to playing Doorman. And now we've got 2 exit plans with 2 Doormen. But there's also 2 Mo and Krills. Maybe we see a back-to-back Mo and Krill here. Ulti after one another.
Oh, I see the mazes being created. I do see the mazes being created as we speak. But yeah, I mean, like with 2 Doormen, it's gonna be really tough to catch them out of position. I think the key of the strategy is gonna be that ult strategy. So basically, have a Mo stun you, and then Ivy stun you, then a Page stick you in place. Do something like that. It's happening right now. We do see a bunch of ults happening. I don't know. All these initiatives. You don't want to jump into base, do ya, Mo? No, you don't.
All these doors are so much.
I mean, I get lost when I'm playing Doorman as is, and but now there's so many doors that you don't know where they're gonna go if you're on the initiates team. You're like, it could be somewhere that's just somewhere safe, or it's the enemy base.
Yeah, I mean, but it's fine. Like, these Eternus doormen have like a non-Euclidean brain geometry. Their frontal lobe is connected to their temporal lobe through
They don't
5
have
different
neurons.
doors.
They have doors.
They have doors, right? The Baroness door system is just too effective. They're getting kills while they're at it.
Whoa.
Yeah, they go in and out.
As soon as the stun's about to happen, nope, in the
They
door.
just back. In and out and in and out and shake it all about. You do the dorky pokey? Hokey dorky? I don't know. I should have spent a lot more time instead of like working on organizing the game. I should just spend a lot of time like making puns, you know? Just
I mean, they certainly do have door keys. You're absolutely right there.
They do have a lot of door keys. But yeah, this base defense is still proving to be a little bit difficult. How are we gonna approach this one?
I mean, obviously, we're seeing that using the shrine with its curse as a nice little defensive bonus. But apart from that, it's an onslaught of initiates.
Yeah, I mean, like, again, it's 15 minutes. Cooldowns are, you know, like 20 seconds per death, something like that. I can't even see it right now. So, like, just go and do a little bit of poke. Go and do a little bit of poke. You're already in the opponent's base, right? You're gonna get that second shrine very soon. And that macro advantage is gonna be very difficult to ascertain. There's so many doors that these doormen are just, like, going through, like, 50 doors at a time. But, yeah. It's proving to be actually a little bit difficult. But none of them have gotten picked yet, right? Transparent.
Yeah, I mean, Silver, you've picked up Cheat Death. Does that mean you're a little bit scared of what some of these guys can do?
I think Silver's too busy. This is like
There's
the
so
most
much going on
concentrated.
for them.
The onslaught of initiates is just too much. But yeah, I mean, like, it's gonna be really difficult in Pit. Because the two doormen aren't gonna be able to keep that patron very, very well defended in Pit. Because they're just gonna go in and out of doors if something happens.
Yeah, this is a good place to have them all grouped up. Finally, all the initiates are going to be in one place. That's exactly what you want when you're throwing bells around. And of course, these are greater expansion bells. They're hitting hard. Maybe we'll get a couple more kills here. Page goes down.
Yeah. I mean, Page is just so key. One of the few abilities in the game that's able to freeze you in place without stunning you. That's going to be so important. We do see some of these doormen have already max Baroness. And max Baroness means that you get a full unstop, which is incredibly important. And if you get a kill on that Baroness, I think that's just so valuable. You get a cooldown almost immediately back. Earn has been picked up by these initiates. Do you think that they're going to be able to earn safely here?
I think they've got a good chance. The doors aren't set up. Had they had these infinite doors that stayed around forever, maybe they could have put doors right by that location of the earn drop-off. But I think for now, it's going to go unchallenged.
Yeah, it turns out... Oh, shit. Did
Oh!
I hear the sounds of mid? Are we doing mid here? Oh, God.
I mean, mid against one doorman is scary. Mid against two, where there's going to be a bazillion doors. And out comes the car through 2 doors, and it's a double kill straight away here from Joechuck.
Yeah, I mean, the strategy for the initiates is to distract here and then go for the base, but they're all just, like, hovering around mid instead. I don't know. I see a bunch of ults happening. That makes you unstoppable if you're a doorman. There's gonna be just so many parries. And 2, they get 2 of them! They eventually get 2. Are they gonna be able to escape by going into the base? Yes, they are! And they get a bunch of kills while they're at it, too. Incredible ult steals here by our doorman team.
I mean, the boss pit is always a turnaround point for any game of Deadlock, but especially so here, as most of the initiates are wiped off the map. And surely a good point. Even though there's now, the full build is coming online here. They just got to wipe out a couple more walkers and they'll be able to buy some more items.
I know, the items are probably starting to hurt a lot here. You're probably thinking about selling stuff like the opening rounds just so you can deal with all of these items that you need to buy. You already have a lot of key stuff. But yeah, you know what might be a very good item here? I think Spiritual Overflow? No, Spellslinger. Spellslinger would be a very good item in this position because you have infinite doors, so you're going to keep that Spellslinger going on for ages. And you're going to be given so much damage from those spell-slinging abilities.
Joe, do you think you can get Blue Walker?
That's what I'm going for.
I think I can maybe push these waves back. We might be able to get a flex
get on
spot. It'll be
base.
big.
You just got to set up
I'm just
those
like-
doors, make sure you can get back to base.
I mean, the problem is, of course, that you are right now stuck. You do not have a wave. The wave is not there yet, at least. And I mean, like, it's not gonna matter how much damage you can do. Oh no, the Mo comes in! Oh, big escape there. This is some insane belling and carting and such. You're gonna need to look for another door. Oh no, you didn't activate it in time. Get stunned here. There is no stun. There is no save. And that might be a first kill! Oh no, but the rejuve! The rejuve! We forgot about the rejuve!
All of that boss control paid off here as they're running through the doors. Where do they end up? And it's back in base. The doorman is saved, but they go back in, maybe trying to get a few car pushes, but these spirit snares from Great Talon means it's a little bit delayed, and unfortunately, no one from the Initiate's quite brave enough to follow through.
Which, brave enough, no one's senile enough to follow through. Like, how do you go in there? Like, these doorman bells are too good.
The line between bravery and stupidity can be very thin, and I think these Initiates are just very, very brave.
Can be as thin as a hallway in a hotel, huh? Anyhow, just managed to get a bunch of picks here, and I think that's incredibly valuable. I think that's scaring the shit out of these Initiates. The strategy right now, as far as I'm concerned for the Doorman, is be able to get a walker. If they can't get a walker, you survive till minute 30, till minute 40. Because you can always 1v1 these Initiates, even 1v5 these Initiates. When does a bell do 80% of my HP? Yeah, the dude is 5 times your souls. Joe, when did you fall in love with Doorman, Joe?
When they first released him, and then they fixed the door placement.
Oh yeah, I remember door placement was kind of buggy in the beginning, but yeah, I mean this is pretty good. Expert doorman here, and I mean we do see so many stunts headed in your general direction, but none of them have the courage to just go for it. I'm surprised. Do you think that the Initiates are gonna go soon for some sort of invisibility-based strategy just to catch you unawares?
I think they've certainly chosen Great Talon to try and get a little bit of a stun follow-up to some of these places when they're not in a direct location. But as...
Ooh, last second escape there. It gets a pick too.
A clutch play, and then it genuinely is beautiful to watch as these, people just getting carried through multiple hallways, ending up in what I assume is their intended hotel room.
Yes. I also prefer my 5-star hotel rooms to have 4 gargoyles looking at me and shooting me with bullets.
It's the only way I can sleep at night.
Yeah, the only way I can sleep at night. But yeah, I mean, okay, wait, you have wave on the walker number 2? That's actually going to be so important, but the stunts are too much. Is it going to be enough? Yes, that is the first kill for Team Initiate.
Yeah, and all while Joe had been pushing that walker, Silver's been defending the base. Now it's going to be a defense against everyone on the enemy team with 30 seconds until they get their reinforcements back up.
Yeah. Oh god, this is going to be such a tough defense. Are you going to be able to pull it off, Joe? We wish you luck. We do see the Ivy's hovering around. She does have an eclectic mix of items, to say the least. I do like the capacitor rush. But yeah, I mean, the big problem is, of course, being only one person here for a couple more seconds is gonna mean that patron might be very vulnerable to just 12 people shooting at it. But they seem to be shooting at you, which makes it very lucky for you, because then your friend Joe can come back up and save the day.
I mean, I'm surprised that Silver's not just placing doors everywhere just to scare the Initiates, because I wouldn't want to stand anywhere that there's a door. It might lead to base. It might just lead to the next door next to it.
Yeah, I know. It's just gonna be so good. We do see can you explain to me that Veil Walker choice a little bit? Oh god,
Sorry, did you ask?
Yes, yeah, can you explain to me that Veil Walker choice a little bit?
I just love Veil Walker. I haven't got to use it a whole lot this game. I've been a little busy. Just trying to manage base, but I think that it has good value for for sneaking up on people.
Oh yeah, you're having problems sneaking up on people right now.
I should probably sell it. I do have a lot of money, but I'm really hoping to get a flex spot.
But you can always get Shadow Weave if you want it.
I'm telling you, Spell Slinger's so good in this format. Like, legitimately OP item. Okay, you managed to Baroness the Mo. And I don't know, are you going to be able to get a bit of a kill here? Oh, but getting that walker would be so huge. Nice survival against all of those studs. Just go in and out. Yeah, how much is the radius of those doors? Is it like infinite at this point? Like, because we can just chain 2 and then go anywhere you want on the map. Do you fear that the initiates might intercept your door network, like in the middle?
I don't think they could really do that.
You don't think they could really do that? I don't know.
Yeah,
We're gonna see.
then they get carted through.
I mean,
Yeah, all doors lead to base right now. And although it's a narrow miss with some of these cards coming through, yeah, it seems like Spirit Snare is the most deadly ability on the enemy team right now.
Yeah, any sort of silence is gonna be just so valuable. The Petrifies are doing a whole bunch of work, but I mean, you still just can easily escape. How much debuff reduction do you have at this point in time? Like, Spellslinger has some. That's it. No, that's
Stop, yeah, because I don't have slots.
Yeah, well, you better be shooting that walker then. I don't know, you just keep kiting people instead of shooting the walker. To be fair, that's not that smart. Okay, everyone's focusing at you now. Oh, big escape. What the lash says, like some sort of line about, oh, you almost caught the lash or something like that. You know what I'm talking about, Transparent?
Yeah, it's a bit like Captain Jack Sparrow, right? You know, this will be the famous day that you almost caught the 2 doormen who have been running around through infinite doors.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the music of Jim Morrison, Joe?
Oh?
Huh? Yeah, for some reason, the doormen seem to be a little bit busy. Do you like the doors, Transparent?
I mean, look, we've got to love how they're playing in this game. As we see another 2 people come into the base. Oh, it's a nice little counterspell attempt from Mo. They are going to escape. They find the center bit of the door. And they don't get away. They don't get away this time.
The kills have been proving insane, but the game is an objective game, not a kill game. At this moment, the doormen are all in like maximum abilities, and literally last night the golden egg trick got nerfed, so they can't just like sell an item, buy 500 golden eggs, power themselves up, and then call it a day. That was like one avenue that the doormen had. They need that walker right now. That nothing else matters in the game.
Yeah, it's so hard. But the Initiates, they are playing with macro mind. They've got people pushing on the side. Paige and Mina both saying, look, we've got to keep those minions pushing in. We can't let these doormen constantly siege our blue walker. But as we see, one of the doormen in a little bit of trouble, but not that much as Mo goes down, chasing after Mina. She gets brought back. That Vortex Web, so annoying in normal games, but so vital here. Yeah. But we now have the Patron under attack.
The patron is always gonna have to be under attack. The waves are constantly pushed, and any like attempt to go and look at a walker will mean a counterattack by these initiates. Of course, if they're organized enough. In the meantime, they're just retreating. Aim not fantastic on this Ivy, but I mean, like, they're initiates. They're allowed to have crap aim. I have crap aim too, so it doesn't matter too much. That's why I play McGinnis. You just shoot in the general direction of your opponent. Something good eventually happens. I see Ricochet is the item of choice. Can you explain that to me a little bit?
What do you think is good here? Shadow Weave? I was talking to. I don't really know good good gun items. I really don't.
I'm telling you, you should go Spellslinger.
I asked Joe about Spellslinger, and he was like, "I think Ricochet is good." But I was like, I do agree. I might pick up Spellslinger.
Yeah, you just sell Hollow Point and get Spellslinger, because I mean, you're gonna be like in perma Spellslinger because your doors are infinite essentially, right?
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm placing them though.
Well, I mean, place them a little bit more. Yeah, I know, right?
You can place them anywhere. It doesn't matter if they're connected.
Yeah.
They just can be Spellslingers.
Yeah.
I think the waves are starting to look a little good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go for a play on a shrine maybe.
Oh, you think you're gonna be able to outdamage a shrine?
I'm curious. I feel like I'm built enough to. So I'm hoping maybe I'll have the damage.
Sure, good luck. A massive battalion heading towards you on lane number 1. But they're just too afraid.
I was trying to see if the initiates have any sort of plan with their builds, and we got some with counterspell, some with spellbreaker, but I think, you know, generally it's just try and get whatever you want and try and take down these two people who are throwing bells and cards at you non-stop as well, it feels like.
I mean, I do like this refresher choice for Mina. I think that's actually a very brilliant choice because just getting 2 silence ults gonna be so freaking valuable. I mean, the lightning scrolls are proving to actually do a lot of work. Sadly, not enough to kill here, but I do like the idea. I do like the idea a lot. These initiates are not like bad players. They're not like stupid people. They just don't have as much time to play the game as some other people do, and they come up with some brilliant ideas all the time. I mean, can we talk about that Walker defense during the Walker game? Fantastic stuff. But yeah, in the meantime, they are getting Baroness to death. And that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. That Baroness is gonna start to hurt a lot as the game goes on, because even a single kill can lead to a 70-second cooldown until you're back up again. And that's gonna give the Doorman a little bit of time to strike and get a little bit of macro advantage.
Well, of course, the Rejuvenator is available, or the boss in the middle as well, is available should the initiates want to try and go for that again. But as we saw last time, these two Doormen very well versed in controlling that boss pit. And so it might be a little bit scary in another turn point. But a lot of damage here trying to be done by Joe.
I mean, yeah, the initiates are clearly traumatized by that mid-boss pit. I think they're gonna attempt to do it again for the rest of the game. If they get a pick, they're just gonna go for pit and try and wrap up the game. They're not gonna go for mid. It's just too dangerous with these Doormen. They're always gonna be able to guarantee two of their rejuves being stolen. But is anyone in the initiate team gotten any sort of unstop or something like that yet?
I'm not seeing anything particularly.
Ah, that's fine. I mean, that makes sense. It's a very late game item. These initiates still don't have enough damage yet. Mina gets picked, immediately killed. These Dormant cards have been insane this game from both players. Like, very good stuff. And I love the Spirit Burn into Boundless, into Mystic Reverb. The bells are just doing so much damage. How much damage are the bells doing right now, Transparent?
The bells are doing, well, on Joechuck, who has gone Spirit, they're doing 500 damage. You know, they're hitting people in the face. And these guys, you know, of course, the initiates, they're only on 20k souls. They've not got beefy items completely. Their kits aren't filled out. Even though they've got all the walkers, they've got everything. They've had to share it with so many people on their side that they aren't getting the items they perhaps need to be able to survive through these massive explosions.
It's proving to be a little bit difficult. Instead, they're just going for a very big attack here. Misses the card, goes in for the Baroness, and gets it unstopped for at least a little while. Gonna matter as that Viper tries to go in and get a massive bola. But yeah, I mean, like, they can just go and attack the base. It's proving to be so difficult to stand here as an initiate because all of these cards are doing so much damage, and this Doorman can just go back into base whenever he needs to. He's only at 600 damage. What are we seeing here, Transparent?
Yes, he might well go down. He's trying to live as long as possible. Cheat Death gets popped, but now he has to stay out a little bit longer. Still, getting into that area with the Patron will get that Defender's resistance, make it a lot harder, and they do manage to stay the defense for a little bit. Oh, but the Spirit Spare, does this mean another Cheat Death?
Cheat Death proving to be the saving grace for these Doormen, but there's no one at the Patron! There's no one at the Patron! What are we gonna do here? Okay, there's people at the Patron. There's people at the Patron. I mean, two Doormen need to be in pit in order to survive. It's so low! Oh my god, is this gonna be the last assault? The Viper comes in, tries to do a swoop. The Moe and Krill goes in for the score, but there doesn't seem to be enough damage.
They've defended it. The second Doorman's up. That means they can make the core invulnerable. Not even an owl from Great Talon can do anything here.
Wait,
even
the owl is stuck. It's
stuck. Look, it's just a new ornament that the Baroness is having. It's, you know, we're going to have this in the middle of the lobby. It will greet everybody. It'll be really nice and charming. And our Doorman will constantly buy Cheat Death.
What an insane game of Deadlock.
I didn't realize that if you sold Cheat Death and rebought it, its cooldown got refreshed. That's something new I have learned here today. Silver talks about going for a shrine at some point.
Yeah, no, it was so bad. The party of people rolling in kind of shut that down.
Oh, talk about party of people rolling in. 1,300 health, is that going to be enough? No, you just card them in and then you kill them.
Oh,
They
and it's
need
a nice
to be a
double
group
here.
of 12. They need to be a group of 12. That's the only way they're going to be able to pull anything off. As groups of 5 or 6 is just not working. But that urn is a very good technique for these initiates. So for people who don't know, the urn at maximum splits 6 ways. So if there's like even 30 players on the opponent team, they all get the same amount of souls that you would get if there were 6 players. So this is going to be really important. But the doormen are already on the case. I don't know that you're allowed to deliver that urn.
Well, you say it's the doorman, but it's just the doorman here on this urn defense, as one has to keep defending the patron. Still a lot of damage coming here. Viper's lethal toxin might do a lot of work, but it's going to be a little escape here.
Yeah.
Oh, and another kill against Paige.
Yeah, I mean, it's proving to be so good so far. These doormen certainly are doing God's work in terms of defending and getting kills left and right. The 70-second cooldown timers on those deaths are going to matter a lot at this point in the game. Oh, we do see this doorman.
Oh, but the damage is starting to get a lot. These Minas have been potentially stacking up a lot of their abilities. They've not got too much. One of them's got 44 stacks on their ult. That's going to be a lot of bats, keeping that silence going for a long time on this doorman. And as they start to get more locked down, it's going to be a little more tough.
I mean, the big problem right now is if you get caught in a position like that, it's just such a hassle. Wait, is that going to be enough? There's so many cheat deaths that you can use, but only if you go back at base. If you get caught out like that, you just die. And suddenly that's going to be a very difficult defense with an 83-second cooldown for this other doorman.
Yeah, the double Moe and Krill ulti is just enough if you want to kill a doorman with cheat death. You know, take that into your games, people. You just need 2 Moe and Krills.
2 Moe and Krills, 15 Minas, 37 pages, 16 great talents. But yeah, right now this defense is proving to be so freaking difficult. Only 1 doorman left. He's going to be able to use that cheat death in and out, in and out, in and out just to survive. But it's proving to be so much damage. And with the second doorman down, it is in the Initiate's habit. Congratulations to the Initiate team for proving that soul difference isn't everything that matters in the game of Deadlock. Don't forget to like and subscribe to check out Joechuck's channel, which I have linked below for more excellent Doorman content. And thank you so much to all of our viewers and especially our Patreons. Have a good day, folks.